Good morning. This is Victoria Fumi. I am here to share with you how I meal prep in this house. We are a household of super busy people. There's 5 of us. Dad is in school as well as working, and I do Beachbody as well as have a pharmacy position per diem. And with 3 kids, we'd rather just grab and go. So for what we do daily, we like to pretty much meal prep ahead of time. So when we are ready, we are able to grab things like tomatoes already prepped and put in a Ziploc bag, or carrots already prepped and put in a Ziploc bag, as well as things like nuts already prepped and put in a Ziploc bag. And so how I do this, as soon as I get home from the grocery store or from Produce Junction, which is where I pick up majority of my fruit and vegetables. As soon as I get home, I set them here. If I don't have time to do it right away, I give myself a little time. So when I'm ready, I can just carve out a couple of hours, maybe 2 top, to wash everything and measure it properly using these portion control containers that I use for my meals. That way, when I'm ready, it's already perfectly measured, easy to go. There are no guessing games. And this allows us to eat healthily most of the time without, without falling trapped to just grabbing and going. So over here, I have my chicken already marinated. We typically would do this for about 2 to 3 days, and then throw this in the oven at 350 degrees and bake in a pan for about 2 hours, 3 hours, slow baking. So you get home from the store, you take out your chicken or whatever protein, you wash it out, and you set it up that way in the fridge. This week, I am going to be using a lot of eggs and a lot of tuna for my salads and for my breakfast and for my snacks, really. So I will be supplementing a lot to this chicken. Over here for my sides, I use this. If you've never gotten this, I want you to give this a try. This is the quinoa blend, roasted pepper with basil and quinoa blend, rosemary and oil and olive oil. This, guys, is very easy to make in 20 minutes. You can make yourself a beautiful side to go along with all your veggies in 20 minutes. And what I do is I try to use just half of the spice sack, so you can cut back on some of the sodium and some of the preservatives that we are trying to stay away from. My fruits, here it is. I wash out my apples as soon as I get home. I also wash out my pears. I also wash out my strawberries that I have here. My strawberries, as well as I wash out my blueberries. Again, I use my container for my fruit. My fruit container is my purple over here. And I obviously measure out my blueberries and my strawberries. The apples and the pears, typically once you cut it up, it fills this perfectly. The medium size is comparable to one of this, so you are good in that sense. The next thing I also do is for my salads. I love these. They are already washed and ready to go. So I tend to pick up walnuts, and I tend to also pick up dried cranberries and some feta cheese to go along with my salads. When you grab your salad, you use this for your veggies. For your veggies, based on your plan, you can get 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 of this all throughout the day. So you can distribute this throughout the day, so you are finishing up all of your veggies. What I also do with the veggies that I have to steam, when I get home, I immediately will bring out my broccoli, wash it out really good, and I cut out some of the stalk there. So when I'm ready, I just put this, and it goes in the Ziploc bag once I'm ready. It goes in here in the Ziploc bag. And when I'm ready, I take it out and I measure it using the containers. And again, it all goes in the fridge until I'm ready. So when I'm ready, at least your food is like halfway done or 3/4 ways done. And so in a matter of 10 to 30 minutes, dinner is fully done, and it's a whole dinner or it's a whole lunch for whatever you're serving your family. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I know it is pretty general, but the point is to give you a very general idea of how easy you can also eat clean most of the time. For details, please share or message me, or just comment or email me at victoria.fumi@gmail.com. And I'll share with you, in detail some of, the ways I make my patata yams, which is also my other side, or some of how I steam or what I add to my broccoli. But typically it's just salt and olive oil with a little bit of steam, and broccoli is good. So that is how I eat all throughout the day. Not a very easy task, but with a little bit of preparation ahead of time, you are able to feed yourself and your entire family healthy meals. All right, I hope this helps you. Take care and